My name's Walt. I'm with a company called White Label Suite, and Maureen's just asked me to shoot this quick video to see if I can help your client reaching out to those associations for speakers gigs. So let me just walk through our plan right here. I'm going to make this easy. So we're going to do this in 4 steps. So the first step is going to be search. All right. The next step is going to be research. The next step is going to be write, and the last step is going to be send. So Maureen tells me that you're currently doing this manually. I'm going to show you how to automate this whole process. So search for those associations, research the ones that we want to talk to, write something really personalized and specific to them, and then send them a connection request and an email all automatically. So let's make sure that we walk this through. So in our tool here, there's a number of different ways that we can search for all kinds of different kinds of companies or connections or the right people that you're looking for. So I'm just going to show one of these search methods for your particular use case. So I'm going to run this in a company search. So we're going to come into the company search, and I'm just going to literally type the word association, just like that. Now, I know that an association could be tiny. They might have like one member, but you want obviously the ones that have got a much higher membership. So we might say, okay, I'm looking for a particular revenue model. So it might be, if they're doing from, I don't know, let's go 250,000 and above. So we might go, I don't know, 5 billion, 5 million, whatever it might be, okay? So they've got to at least have some revenue to qualify in our search here. So I'm looking in Arizona State. There we go. Cool, let's see what we can find here. Cool, so associations in Arizona State doing at least a little bit of revenue so that we can make sure we get that right. 250,000. All right, let's see what we can find. Cool, I've got sports associations and fitness and governments and national speakers and innovation marketing and lots of different ones there. So we've got a total of 877 that fit that profile in Arizona. So we can just load more of these. We can get them going on. Say, okay, cool. I like these look really great. Let's grab these guys and let's add them to a list so that we can do a little bit more research. And we'll call this list the associations. And what's going to happen now is there's a lot of research happening in the background with these companies. So we'll go over to this list. We'll see a lot more of this data populating as time goes on. So we'll see this happening in just a second. So but we're starting to get, okay, employee counts. I've got their socials here, so I can connect with them on LinkedIn. I can drop them a Facebook message. This populating a little bit more in just a moment. But we're starting to get email addresses. So we're able to find the positions and the roles. Sometimes we don't get that information. We might not get everybody's details, but I've got Jeremy here, but I could also email Jane. I don't know who she is in the business. So we do have examples where we literally just have info at. Some do, some don't, just depends on what we can find, right? So now, remember where we started from. We've done our search, we've got some research. Now we can go even further on that research, and we can do that automatically. So I can, for example, set this up to do me a summary. So tell me about this particular business. Hit this button. I've got lots of different summaries that we can set up with AI. So you can customize what kind of research is being done is the easiest way to. So tell me about their association, how long they've been around, all that kind of stuff. I'll just run this one as a generic so that we can see it, but you would customize the kind of research that you want to run. So this is going to let AI actually go and have a look at this particular company and find some details and some information about them. So we'll just let that run for a few moments. And of course, you can do that whole list. So you could be running this, come back to it in 10 minutes and it's all done. I just want to show you the impact of this. Okay, so now we know who they are. They're a non-profit association. All right, cool. So now we might say, wow, that's a great client. I'd like to reach out to that particular client. Now we can let AI write a really personalized email specific to that specific association. So we've got the summary that's been done by AI. Now what we can do is let the AI write our email for us. So that would be introducing your client and their credentials and being very specific to that association about what they do and how your client could interact. So again, I've got that summary. Now I'm going to run this one here, which is going to allow us to write a personalized email specifically to that association. That's just setting up an AI prompt to make sure that connection's there. So that email's been written with my information, but of course you'll be putting your client's information in there. So now I've searched, I've researched, I've now written that email, and now we're saying, okay, this is ready to go, and I can literally just one click send that across to my high level, which can then automate that email going out to that particular client. Of course, I can then connect with them on LinkedIn. I can drop them a Facebook message as well. So hopefully that is helpful for you, being able to actually see how you can find those associations quickly, how you can research to make sure that they're an ideal fit, how you can then introduce your client to them in an automated way, and how then High Level can send that connection request and that detail straight across to them, and you can follow them up then on social media. Hopefully that's helpful, and yeah, look forward to hearing back from you.